What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to another episode of Ruining Randomer. Today I'm here with El Dinero.
Yo.
And we're going to talk first of all about Manchester United winning the winning the Charity Shield, and then we're going to get into some Q&A from you guys, our thoughts and opinions. But first of all guys, let's get into the team that we're going to be using. So we've got Neuer in goal, Dani Alves, Thiago Silva, Felipe Santana, Dede the centre back and Marcelo. And then we've got Ramirez, Gustavo, Robben, Ribery and Royce up front. And if you guys would like to purchase any FIFA Ultimate Team coins, check out utcointraders.com. Their link is in the description. A very fast, reliable and cheap service. So, El, you watched the game. I didn't watch the game. I just got kind of like Twitter updates and the volume from your computer with the game. What did you think of Man United's performance and their potential for the league?
I'm not going to lie to you. It was the worst game of football I have ever seen in my entire life. And I watch the SPL regularly, so I know what I'm talking about. But seriously, it was a really, really boring game. Like, there's literally not... Like, I don't really like to read into preseason friendlies too much. I said that recently, but... I kind of think the Community Shield just looked like a pre-season friendly to me. United didn't really try. Wigan weren't really very good. It didn't really lead for a very, what's the word, competitive affair, if you know what I mean.
But on that note, like Man United have been notorious for grinding out results.
Yeah, they
and
have.
Van Persie scoring 2 more goals again. Like, you know, 2 goals in a game that's boring. Does that speak for them for the season and say, like, they're potentially going to go on and have a fantastic season because they can play these boring games and still get the wins?
I think so. United have always been like that, though. Like, people might look at that and go like, "Oh, Moyes didn't really play like United, blah blah blah." But United have always played like that. Like, I think even at the start of last season, didn't they have a lot of games like that?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was one of those kind of games. I guess that is the cliche is like, oh, they played like champions, or that's how champions get points, whatever. Yeah, it was like that. But United didn't have to try. They were never in any danger of losing the game. Wigan just weren't really very good, and I think United never bothered to get out of second gear because they didn't really have to. It was that kind of game.
Pretty boring indeed.
Yeah.
Next question we've got is from a guy called Callum. And Callum asks, are you a fan of competitive COD? If so, who's your favourite team and player? And this actually brings me to a question that I want to ask you guys afterwards. But for me personally, I'm not a fan of competitive COD just because I don't play COD anymore. So I just wouldn't watch something that I don't play myself. But yeah, I do know a few of the pro COD players and they're obviously exceptionally good at the game. But competitive gaming, well, competitive COD for me isn't something I like to watch. Did you come into the game?
Yeah. I pressed triangle there.
Cool.
I was gonna say, like, I don't really play COD anymore. I don't really care about professional COD, whatever. But sometimes I just type in Scumpy, like Modern Warfare 3, into YouTube and just watch some of his gameplay because he fucking kills it. But then other times I just watch, Rich or iTemp.
Yeah.
I like watching his gameplay, but I don't really search for anyone that I don't really know, I don't really go out of my way to learn new things about it or anything because I'm not really interested in COD anymore.
Yeah, and that brings me to my kind of question as a rebuttal. Like, do you guys enjoy watching competitive FIFA? Because I know when the FIWC was on last year and the year before, it got slammed on like YouTube and Twitter and stuff for being boring. And whilst it is a very kind of relaxed style of gaming, it's not necessarily boring, it's just very, very competitive, and I think that's the issue. So do you guys enjoy watching it? Because I definitely enjoy watching competitive FIFA and would love to be able to play competitively, but to play competitive FIFA you have got to abuse every single flaw within FIFA and find out the kind of like the hacks in the game.
Can I ask you a question? What is the difference between... What is it that makes competitive FIFA boring but makes wager matches really exciting?
What's on the line?
Really, that's it? But is it not like... So technically then, by that logic, with the final of the...
Well, like, because I think one thing that makes competitive FIFA quite boring is that it's not Ultimate Team as well, which Ultimate Team Seasons is now the most played game mode in FIFA. So head to head was last year the most played game mode, but now it's FUT. So I think that has a lot to do with it. Like, people like to see custom squads.
Yeah,
and like,
they definitely do.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of this is going to sound really weird, but there's a little bit of someone's personality in their Ultimate Team. Like, it's more than just a club that they support or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sort of...
or more than just using Real Madrid because it's got Ronaldo.
Yeah. It's about, like, I don't know, it can... I don't know, I was going to say it can tell you a lot about a person. That's bullshit, it can't. But it is something a little bit extra that adds to someone's personality or something, the way that they are.
Oh, I've actually got that. I thought that should have been you.
This is my first time ever using a 5 at the back team. I've never ever played one before, so this is all new to me.
Fair play. What did you dislike at school? Everything.
Yeah, I actually, I kind of spoke about this many times on my channel, but I hated teachers and just not all teachers. Like, there are some teachers who notice your potential and they try and get the best out of you, but a lot of teachers for me were just overly authoritative and just treated you like a number and not a person, and that really fucking demotivated me. And like, I was always someone that lacked motivation in school, and I thought that it should be the teacher's job to try and get that out of me, or at least that's what I think now. At the time I didn't really give a fuck, but when I look back on it, I'm like, a lot of teachers just sort of you know, turn their head and sort of like try and make examples out of people and stuff, and it's really I don't know, they don't try as hard as they should sometimes, I think. But that's what I disliked. I just didn't really get along with a lot of teachers. Yeah,
I didn't really dislike too much at school. Mainly not being part of the popular crowd was one of those things, you know. A little bit of bullying going on and so on and so forth. That was some of the worst shit. But other than that, I quite enjoyed FIFA. I quite enjoyed FIFA at school.
FIFA was good.
Yeah, I loved FIFA.
I really hate uniformity. And I don't like, you have to wear black shoes and a fucking tie and all this shit. Like, fuck off. Why do I have to do that? Why do I have to be at my most uncomfortable? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, if I'm, you know, comfortable with, oh wow, good effort. Like, if I'm more comfortable, then I'm gonna try hard. Like,
yeah. One thing I hate as well, like, if you had your shirt untucked, they would tuck your shirt in, or if you had like the knot of your tie wasn't to what the teacher wanted it to be, like, you know, sort your tie. It's like, fuck off, it's a tie. Like, what difference does it make? I do kind of get uniforms for people that like skip school and stuff, it's like, oh, you're part of this school and so on. But I also, at the same time, it's like, if you just let people wear whatever they want to wear, I reckon people would turn up more. I reckon they'd enjoy school more. But then again, at the same time, you could have very poor people that would get bullied because of what they're wearing in school.
That, I know that theory, and it's bullshit, and I'll tell you why. I went to 4 different schools in my time because I spent a lot of time moving around when I was younger. One of the schools I went to had no dress code whatsoever. And, well, apart from the fact that you had to wear clothes. But, yeah, so, like, there was one guy in another class who, like, literally for the entire year round wore the exact same thing. And whenever anyone made any insult about that, people just went like, hey, man, like, his family doesn't have a lot of money. Like, people actually just got behind him, because that's what primary school is more like that, I find, anyway. But, yeah, it was like that. Like, so I don't agree with that, based on experience.
Fair enough. Jamie Anderson asks, how much did spending 4 months with Nep help you in terms of FIFA and YouTube? I don't quite think it was 4 months, but
I think it was 4 months.
Was it?
Yeah, it was from like January. I came back in like May or June.
Oh wow. Well, how much did spending 4 months with me help?
Infinitely. Before I came over, I didn't even know what a work rate was. I knew.
That's because he's Irish.
Yeah, that's why. No, I knew less than nothing about Ultimate Team. Oh, Nep! Whoa, move!
Don't worry, I got it.
Yeah, I was hopeless on Ultimate Team. Didn't have a clue about anything, and then I ended up doing a Road to Glory, which was pretty bizarre. But yeah, I learned an awful lot, like, just about every single aspect of Ultimate Team. I can't really expand on it any more than that.
Any of you buying GTA 5?
Absolutely.
Yep. Will you be making videos on GTA 5?
No, because Rockstar don't let you.
I'm sure there'll be...
Nah. Remember LA Noire came out and only one guy was allowed to upload it? Yeah, they...
But now everyone uploads LA Noire.
Yeah, no, what they do is they don't like any kind of spoilers released. They don't want anyone Googling the spoilers of their game, because obviously they're very proud of their product. But what happens is, like, for the first like 6 to 8 months, they don't really let anything, like, they might let slide the odd bit of online play, but as far as I'm aware, their policy is to like shoot on site when it comes to content like that. But I actually wonder, that's coming out in like 40 days or something like that.
Yeah, it's quite soon.
But I kind of want to wait for the next gen release of it. I don't really care so much about the PS3 one, like, because...
He said tree.
No, just, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be getting a new console in, like, you know, 2 months after. Am I really going to get as much mileage out of the game as I want to get?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I don't know.
Boom. That's yours. This is a goal. I can feel it.
There you go. That was a double tap square, but he crossed it like a triple tap square. That's bullshit. I want my money back.
What is your favourite type of pizza?
Bacon and extra cheese.
With herbs.
Nah, I only get the herbs when I get the thin crust, because it's just like eating a packet of crisps with cheese on top, and that's pretty cool. But nah, it's all about that bacon and extra cheese. You know what Nep's favourite pizza topping is? Anything that's spicy, even though he hates, well, he doesn't hate spicy food, but it makes him hiccup. So it's like you just contribute to your own suffering, and it drives me crazy because I don't understand.
This is a very interesting question. Who would win in a battle of wits?
Between us?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. I know I would, but I know that Nep would know that he would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what argument.
We would both win, pretty much.
Yeah, because no matter what argument I'd say, you'd have some ridiculous and unrelated thing to drive it back to, like, a nonsensical point, and I don't know. You're weird like that. It's annoying. But it's also, like, I can't help but admire it, so it's one of those things. That has to be, oh wow. What a first touch.
Oh yes, it's me as well. Oh wow, you're about to see something special.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. See?
Yeah, it was very special.
Special fucking needs.
My life has changed. It's hard looking at that many questions.
Yeah. What are you most excited about for FIFA 14? I know what I'm most excited about, and I'm not allowed to talk about it, but
is it Fight Club?
Yes.
Just the Ultimate Team that changes, the fact that there's going to be no formations and all that shit. Like, I still feel new to Ultimate Team 13, and I never really got in on the FIFA thing at the start, obviously, because as we mentioned earlier, I learned all about FIFA 13 Ultimate Team in January. But this time I'm going to be in on it from the start, and I'm going to know everything, and I feel like I'm going to get a little bit more knowledgeable about it, and I'm really looking forward to that. So
actually, one of the things I'm hugely looking forward to is the player chemistry styles and how they really develop a team, because like the way kind of EA put it to me and to a few of the guys at one of the events was like that you could have like the exact same team and it would play 100% differently due to the player chemistry styles.
That sounds interesting.
And like I'm so excited to try out different teams, and like if you guys, like, for example, you know how like people hate the 5-2-2-1 because it's super defensive and like 5 at the back move, blah 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 blah.
I'm one of those people.
And then you go and look at the 3-5-2, which is actually more defensive than the 5-2-2-1. If you had like the 3-5-2 and then put the CDM players with like the card that gives them better defending and better pace, and then give all the centre backs better defending and better pace, but give the full backs better attacking, like you're gonna have such an insane combination. You can get a left back that might not necessarily be the best left back, and then apply like a pace and finishing card to him, and bang, he's gonna be like all of a sudden an insane left back. So it's gonna really open up the I think actual squad builders in general are going to become a lot more unique, because right now there's like, I'd say 3 to 4 players max in every position that you're going to pick for a squad builder. Like, for example, if you go for BPL centre backs, there's only like 4 defenders that you're ever going to pick.
Kabul, David Luiz,
Company, you know, and that's actually pretty much it. Maybe like Vertonghen or something.
What the?
It's okay, I scored it anyway.
No, this controller is. I pressed circle there and he crossed it.
Oh, so the controller switched around.
And it took us 62 minutes to realise.
Well, I scored from it anyway.
Look at that.
That was actually a good job you didn't shoot, because that would not have gone in.
No, you would have shot it with his right foot. Because he's right. But what I was going to say about squad builders was that one of my favourite cards in the game is the Informed Lulich. You know how he's a left back, but he's actually like left mid naturally. He's actually playing against us in this thing. But he's one of my favourite cards, just because I don't know. There's something awesome about players just randomly changing their positions. You know?
Yeah, like Armero as well.
Yeah, Armero. Yeah, is that going to be possible? Do you know? Are you allowed to say?
No, there won't be any position changes like that.
No. Well, that's that gone. All the fun drained. Don't want to buy the game now. Fuck that.
What country is Eldenera from?
Jamaica.
Germania.
Yeah, I'm from Ireland, not Wales or Scotland, as some people tend to think. Oh.
That's a good ball. On there, far post. Cut it back. Oh, wow, that was almost.
I was just trying to check if Square was actually shooting.
Alfie Dean says, "Why do you never play Xbox?"
Talking about to me or you?
I guess to both of us. I actually play Xbox a fair bit. I play clubs mainly on Xbox. I play foot on Xbox a bit. Any tournaments I do is always on Xbox. The reason why I don't do a YouTube series on Xbox, and this is genuine, and I have proof for this as well. I could take photos if you believe. If you don't believe me, like, not only does the control hurt my hand, but it rips the skin off my index fingers. And I even showed you that, didn't I? Like, yep. It rips the skin clean off my index fingers. I don't know how, and I don't know why. And I know that's a shitty excuse because I could just buy like an adapter or like a different controller or something. But it's just one of those things. Like when the next gen consoles come out, it'll be the same. Like I'll play whatever's my friends play most.
Fucking controller.
And like, let's say I play the Xbox One most next year. Many people are going to tweet me and be like, "Why don't you play PlayStation 4?" And it will just be because it's what my friends play. Like I tend to play what everyone else plays.
Yeah, and that's the best advice you can ever give to someone. If anyone ever says, "Which console will I buy?" and you're like, "Just get whatever your friends get," because you don't want to be responsible for it. But,
yeah, you don't want to be there with your PlayStation while they've all got Xboxes and they're like, "Let's go and play clubs." And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go for a drop-in match.
I don't play Xbox for pretty much the same reason. I'm just not comfortable with it. Also, I can't really afford Live because they took so much money out of my account when I didn't even play it for like... I left my Xbox gathering dust for like 8 months, and then I tried to cancel my account and they wouldn't let me for some reason because it's like fucking hacking into Fort Knox trying to cancel your Xbox Live account. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, and they do all this fucking 2-step verification on your security, and it's nuts. They do my head in. But yeah, I just not comfortable with the console really.
Do you think goal line technology is a good thing?
Yeah, I don't know why we don't have it.
Yeah,
like, there is no reason to not have it. But they're trialing it now. It's at St Mary's Stadium, isn't it? Don't they?
I have no idea.
I'm sure they spent the entire last season trialing the technology.
This question from Jack: predict the top 8 this season. You might as well predict the whole table.
Yeah.
Predict all 20 teams in the BPL this season, please.
I think Swansea are going to win it. This is their year.
Not football, but do you think Usain Bolt will ever break another world record? Oh wow, we conceded. I wasn't even watching.
No, I don't think he will.
I think he will, because he's Usain Bolt, and he is the fastest internet you will ever find.
I remember those adverts. I don't even watch a whole lot of TV. No, I don't think he will. Didn't he fail to beat his own record by like 0.4 seconds there in his most recent attempt?
Yeah, it doesn't mean shit though, does it?
Nah, I saw a funny tweet when that happened, and it was just like, what a fucking loser. But yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think he will. For many of you guys as well that are new to the channel or haven't been here in probably about a year, like, you know, essentially new subscribers within the last year, El Dinero is the reason why Dede is called Dede the centre back. Yeah, so shut up. Stop asking it all the time. No, just kidding. You don't have to shut up.
He is the sole reason why we have dubbed him that. And I'd also want to thank you guys for Dede the centre back, because as crazy as this is and as unreliable a source Wikipedia is for any information ever, he is dubbed as Dede the centre back on Wikipedia, and I think that's fantastic.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
That's incredible. I can't, like, I don't know how to fake shot or anything here because the control is fucked. I'll just play it straight.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Good old Ogbonna. Most OP defender. Yeah, he's another one. Ogbonna, Mangala, Konko.
Yeah, Chiellini.
Yeah.
Abate at right back. You go like, oh, what right back do you want for the BPL? Well, I'm going to go with Kyle Walker then.
Yeah.
Why would you go with anyone else? But right, like now, you could go for like Sanya, for example, put the pace card on him, and boom, you got yourself an insane fucking right back.
And he's high defensive work rate as well.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've used Sanya quite a bit. I really like his card, just because I am a work rate freak.
Let's go. No, you missed your chance wrestling the bloody whistle now.
No, he's not.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you've got any more questions for us, be sure to tweet them to me at NepentheZ and El Dinero at ElDinero90. I'll leave all the links in the description. And if you're interested in some pretty good career mode stuff, I say pretty good, that's kind of like an insult, isn't it? If you're interested in some fucking insane career mode shit,
yeah, go on.
check out El Dinero's channel, because you're not going to find it there. You're going to find Ultimate Team. So his links will be in the description as well. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.
Cheers.
That's my line.